how big was the whole lean thing in the South back then?
It was huge.
It was
but
huge.
not the whole South. It was Texas. Matter of fact, Texas was doing it before us. It was Texas, and then it was Memphis. And then the only other place I heard about doing it was, weird enough, was Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. You know, we walked out of the radio station in Philadelphia, and it was like, 20 niggas out there or whatever. They was real cool too. There was like 20 niggas out there waiting on about the two of us, and we walked out there, and then they gave us shirts that had a picture of the syrup bottle on it. I was like, wow. And then we got cool and we hung with them I think the rest of the day or something, stayed in touch with them. But,
right, yeah, because Beanie Siegel, I've interviewed him before. He was heavy off the lean.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, way up here? It was on it.
Okay.
Philly was on it.
When you saw what happened afterwards, I mean, because that was really I don't know if it's the first song about Sippin' Lean, but it was the most popular song about
I'm
Sippin'
sure.
Lean
I think obviously Texas had songs about it, but I don't think nobody outside of Texas had a song about it.
Well, it was the first hit record about Sippin' Lean.
Yeah.
Were you guys sipping a lot of lean while you were making that song together?
No, we was.
Yeah.
I had a birthday party one day where I gave everybody, it was like maybe 40 people over there. As soon as they walked in my party, I gave everybody their own 2 liter of syrup. And so, because I didn't want people to be sharing and drinking out of each other's bottles, so everybody had their own. I got pictures of it at home somewhere, but everybody had their own 2 liter syrup bottle.
Well, I've interviewed a lot of rappers, especially Chicago rappers, who have told me they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on lean.
I didn't do that, but yeah, I believe it. I know people that drink it, man, like it's a 7-Up or something.
Okay.
Literally, like every day. I don't know how they do it. I've had a couple of people that, I got one partner, I had one partner that passed from it at the age of 33. And I got another partner that the doctor told him he's so messed up on the inside from it that he can't even drink liquor no more. He can't drink nothing.
His liver is just destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, because essentially it's liquid heroin.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Did you stop at some point, or are you still every so often? Every so often. Did it ever? but you were talking about friends who died from it. Yeah. And then there's been Pimp C allegedly died from lean.
I thought they said it was the prescription medicine, a mixture of the prescription medicines.
Is that what it was?
I don't know what it was. It was so many things.
Yeah.
There was so many things because they were saying that they did find some prescription medicine, in the room that I think that he had to take for something. Sleep apnea, I think it was.
Okay.
Or something like that. I don't know. But
DJ Screw, Big Mo, I think.
I think the Big Mo, right? Or whatever.
A lot of Houston rappers. I mean, when you see the kind of damage that it's caused, and it seems like it's been popularized so much by hip hop since you guys did it. I mean, it's gotten to the point where rappers I've interviewed had told me that they see rappers in the club with a double cup that don't even have lean in the cup, but they're fronting like they have lean. You see what I'm saying?
Man, yeah, it's big, man. It's big. I was in the airport one day and I saw myself on the news, on CNN. And I was like, what the hell? I was looking for the remote to rewind. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm at the bar. I can't rewind this. But they was talking about us. I think it was like they was talking about us that one time when Lil Wayne went to the hospital supposedly for it or whatever. And they showed us. They was like, rappers make this popular, this and that. And they showed our video, the Sippin' on Scissor video. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I feel, were one of the first rappers to talk about hard drugs in general.
Well, Pimp C said that. When we was before we made that song, it was so funny. We was in his house. He was living in Atlanta then, and he was like, "Man, one thing I like about y'all, man, is y'all actually talk about that shit." He's like, "Man, there's a lot of other rappers out here, man, get high, but they won't talk about that shit." We talked about it. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when Sony was listening to some of that shit we were turning into. I feel like, did they just fucking make a song talking about sniffing cocaine?
Right, because, in general, even to this day, rappers don't talk about doing coke. But a lot of rappers do.
Memphis rappers do. Not like underground Memphis rappers do. Not, I don't think none of the big guys out right now talk about that or whatever. But yeah, man, there's a lot of rappers do coke. They just won't. They don't feel it. They want to talk about it. You know?
Right, because you know, Riff Raff was on your last album.
Riff talks about it.
Riff talks about it.
Yeah, he don't give a shit.
And he does it.
Yeah, like motherfucker.
Yeah, I think the last time I was offered coke was by Riff Raff. Actually, I'm like, no, I'm good.
My man, right there, boy. My man throwing down.
Right. Yeah, he talks about it, and y'all talk about it. When you guys first started coming out with songs talking about doing cocaine, what was the reaction?
They loved it.
They loved it.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Because everybody in Memphis does cocaine.
Really?
Yeah, don't let them fool you. Everybody in Memphis does cocaine. Not everybody, obviously, but niggas, man, it's out there. It's out there.
How old were you when you first tried it?
First time I did cocaine, I was probably, it was when Mystic Styles came out, or the end. So it was like 95, 96, somewhere up through there.
So you were how old at that time?
I can't tell you. I was young.
Teenager?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Teenage, early 20s, something
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
Okay. Did you feel you ever got hooked to it?
Did I feel like I got hooked to it?
Yeah.
No. Cocaine, you don't really get hooked to cocaine like that. Cocaine is the kind of drug that if you out partying and like get some hot chicks in the bathroom doing it or something, they offer you something, you're gonna do it. The very next day, you're not gonna want to do it, unless you end up in that bathroom with them hot chicks again. But it ain't a drug like weed or something that people want to do every day, all day, wake up, wake and bake, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you did cocaine the night before, you're not going to wake up and do more cocaine. You're going to want to cut your fucking head off. You probably won't do it for another year. You probably won't do it for another 2-3 years. It just depends.
But you hear people getting hooked on cocaine all the time.
Yeah, you got some people that get hooked on cocaine, but I personally don't know anybody that just every day had to have cocaine. Like, I can't see it being possible. I cannot see it being possible. Obviously, it's people that do it, but man, you got to be out of your fucking mind to do cocaine every day because it's too hard on you.
Right, well, because I can tell you, with me, the reason I've never tried cocaine, and I've tried ecstasy, I've tried acid. I'm not going to say I'm a goody two-shoes by any stretch of the imagination, but with cocaine, one of my best friends died off of cocaine at 23. He kept doing it, kept having heart attacks, kept doing it, kept having heart attacks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then one day they just found him in a Vegas room dead with a bunch of cocaine in his room, right? And I remember going to the funeral going, okay, this is something I'm not gonna touch, just for this particular reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I personally know someone who's died off of cocaine.
Yeah.
But you're saying that you don't see that?
No, I can see somebody dying off cocaine.
Because you have a heart attack.
Yeah, but it's just like, so for somebody to do cocaine every day, that's why I'm like, you got to be a real crazy person to do that because it's too hard on you. Wake up, you got a headache, your nose stopped up, you're blowing your nose all day and all this shit. Like, no, you got to be a wild dude to do that. But yeah, it's people to do it. But I mean, you can die off anything, if you do too much of it. You got to do shit in moderation.
I mean, you can't die off of weed.
Yes, you can die off of weed.
You can die off of weed.
Of course.
What kind of weed are you talking about?
Any kind of weed, man. It's smoke, man. It's smoke.
You never hear of a weed overdose.
No, you just hear about cancer.
Yeah, but weed doesn't cause cancer.
Shit. I think so. Now, if you're talking about some dirt weed, like old school weed, then yeah, probably not. But you talking about weed these days, man, come on. Mama been there, gave your ass some weed, been sprayed with some cat piss or something. You're like, what the fuck is this? Man, you ain't got that?
Right.
Cat piss weed?
Well, because I could tell you, I dabbed this one time with Cypress Hill backstage, and I literally was stuck for about 2-3 hours.
That's it?
Something like that, yeah.
That's right.
I remember, and I remember when I interviewed Gangster Boo. She came over with her boyfriend, and he had a dab thing set up, and it was like, number one, it looks so crackish that it kind of turns you off altogether.
Man, I must have did some dabs one fucking night. I was shooting a video at a weed spot and out there, man. And man, I came home that night. It was hell. I was so fucking high. I lost my keys. I had to try to break in my own house. The alarm went out. The police came in. It was all kind of problems. Damn, strong, man. Weed ain't like it used to be, man. Weed is strong these days.
Yeah, I mean, now they made it legal. Because, before, if you just had some good-looking weed, you would just buy it.
But you know the worst part about legal weed?
What's that?
Is they talking about raising car insurance. because they said when they said places like Denver, like the fucking car wreck, percentage went up like 50% or some crazy shit.
Right, because you can't really test for it when you pull someone over.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So they talking about raising car insurance, man. I got some expensive ass cars, man. That'd be pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Pretty bad.
I feel you.
I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't do that. So when you're out there smoking, man, please don't drive, man. Uber is only $6 fucking.